Hi guys, welcome back to day 2 of my May 2023 garden tours. Today I'm going to be looking at my backyard areas, and then tomorrow I will be doing the front yard. So let me show you what's happening. So first I will show you my pineapples are getting a little bigger. That's pretty exciting. I still think those are the only two going to produce a fruit this year. And then into this corner, my little native shrubby grass area. Like I said, it still has not rained, but like 2 days. That's it, 2 days. So some of this sage, creeping sage, has still remained dormant, but like I said, this whole area will end up turning green throughout the summer. Let's see, my elderberry tree is still doing really well. I don't know if it's gonna bloom or not. I don't know if that's more leaves or if it's blooms coming, but either way, it's doing good. There's another pigeon pea plant, small beauty berry. This beauty berry in the corner is getting flowers on it, so that's exciting. All of them are starting to bloom. Got my bees balm. That grass is coming back. Lots more growth on the muley grass. This bee balm grew right in the center, so I'm gonna let it. This coral honeysuckle, it's not as in bloom as the other one. It gets less sun than the other one does up front, but it's still pretty. Another beauty berry, another muley grass, just a few little flowers there. Those are all goldenrod. They're spreading nicely. I transplanted some parsley over here. The only reason why I transplanted it instead of just getting rid of it is because it's a host plant for swallowtail butterflies. So if I can, am going to let them eat that. I've got some yarrow in there, and then my swamp pot, basically just the milkweed. The brown savory is looking dormant right now. So not much has changed. This area kind of stays the same. But Nellie, what are you digging? That over there is a mess of all of the chicken wire that I took off the grass and from around my peach tree. So finally that's gone. So this bed is looking super pretty still. Lots of things blooming. I have that dahlia, the salvias, blanket flowers, coreopsis. There's borage. It's just a really pretty shot right here. And then of course the tropical sage or salvia. So that kind of continues down there. I wanted to back up and show you that finally this is green and not brown and sandy. I seeded not pure grass, but this is actually it's called Chicks Mix, and it's for forage for chickens. So it's got ryegrass and let me see, ryegrass and few different types of clovers. I think there was some buckwheat that self-seeded itself around from the other places. So it's doing well, and it's probably not going to be but an annual. It'll self-seed, but my plan is to let my bunny forage over here, and then I can just keep reseeding as needed. But I needed something as to hold in the dirt, because all the sand just washed away anything that I put in. So I did compost, and then I seeded, and then there's just those few little spots that are still bare. So those should come in the next week or so. Coming along here, let me just pop up here and show you. I don't know what is causing, like, some of these are all wilty. but it's fine. Up here in this bed that I seeded the cosmos and my Seminole pumpkin. You'll see this is a Seminole pumpkin. That is one, and then there's one down there. They're doing really great. I don't know if I'll end up keeping all three. I probably will try because I can just let them, you know, mosey on over here. I still have some bearded tongue blooming. This is a native wildflower. There's goldenrod in here, blanket flower. And then these cosmos are all doing really great. So I've pinched the tops of some of them, and there's a few that I left the tops whole. So those will bloom first, and then there's a few sunflowers in here, and then just a couple other things. This is a purple hyacinth bean. So this, I put up the string so that it's going to climb up the this pole here, and then I have another one on that side, so it will be doing the same. So back over here, so this whole area is still pretty blank slate. There's a couple pink salvias in here. There's some sunflowers growing. This is a potato. That's a potato. I know you're supposed to hill potatoes, but there's no room to hill them in this bed, so I just planted them there to see what they would do. There's a few small basil plants. This is another area that I did complete oak leaves and then compost on top. So once again, the soil fertility and nutrients are going to be lower because not all of that is broken down yet, but it's fine. I actually just came and seeded crimson clover and buckwheat all in this, so pretty thick this whole way down, to see if I can get kind of a cover crop going. Let's see. Oh, I was able to take the cage off of my peach tree, so it's looking nice. I ate all the peaches off of it. They came and went pretty fast. They were tiny. I'll see if I can put a picture of them on the screen, but they were delicious. They were just small. The fire pit area is lush again. All of the railroad vines are sprawling again. Just look over there. It's just nice to see not all of that chicken wire covering half my backyard, and it's actually green and not brown. So it's not perfect, but it's a work in progress as always. The pond is super low. There's some borage in there, some basil, and then I seeded the buckwheat in there as well. This beauty berry is just massive. Look at that. This one over here, my husband got paint or wood stain on, or wood sealer, when we were doing the fence, and so that one has never been as big as this one, so I think that's why. But this one is just massive, and the pretty blooms. I love this plant. It's super easy. And then the birds come and go all the time, so they hide under there. This corner still kind of messy. There's the camellia. My shampoo ginger has not started coming up except for one tiny little spot there, so that will come up when it starts raining. The oak leaf hydrangeas are doing okay. I have the muley grass. I have still very small the what should I call them? Elderberries. I don't know if it's a sun or a moisture thing, but 2 more pigeon peas there. There's a small pigeon pea over there. Everything on this side does seem smaller. I want to say it's a sun thing. My witch hazel tree is looking pretty. There's some coreopsis and blanket flower and buckwheat all growing, or not blanket flower, salvia, all growing around it. This I'm waiting for it to flower. I think it's a Sweet William. So it hasn't flowered at all since I've seeded this as a wildflower bed like 2 years ago, 3 years ago almost. So I'm waiting for that. This bed is looking pretty. I have, like I said, salvia, coreopsis, a muhly grass. That's a plumbago. I think I might put another plumbago over there next to the firebush. We'll see. Might be a little big. The rattlesnake master is getting pretty large again. Muhly grass over there, over here. The artichokes. I transplanted my Meyer lemon to this bed because it stopped producing fruit in the pot. So I'm going to trial it in the ground. So we'll see. What are you doing? Hi. The artichokes, they're just doing their thing. Some growth. Oh yeah, this, oh shoot. There's ants all in here. Uh-oh. I'm going to have to take care of that. It's starting to turn that one black. I don't know what that is. And then the firebush over here. This grew back completely from sticks and is looking great. I do have 3 tiny, 1, 2, 3 cranberry hibiscus over here that I'm hoping fill out. Even if one makes it, would be pretty to have that cranberry color. Let's see over here. My daughter's little thing is still up. This bed is still doing about the same. I added 2 more of these purple salvias, one here and one on the other end. They get really big. I'll show you. This is a wild petunia. I'm leaving that there. It was getting too much water, I think, where I had it before. So we'll see if it grows there. That's a native. And then, let's see. Oh, this is the other Flatwoods plum. So I just planted that this past month. But this bed is cute. Gonna be another low maintenance bed. Let's see. Compost bins. And then the last thing is this corner. So this is my daughter's window. Like I said, I planted this stuff. She's in there. I planted this stuff so she doesn't have to look out her window and see all my mess in the corner. But this is a Simpson stopper. A dwarf Simpson stopper, apparently. I think it might actually start blooming. It's pretty late. No, yep, there's buds on it. Good. Because the other ones I've seen out in the wild have already bloomed. But this looks like it's going to bloom. And then this is that same salvia over there. So I cut this one way back like a month and a half ago because it had spider mites on it. And look how big it is. It's at least almost 2 foot tall. And it's just gorgeous. These are not a native salvia, but they do so well here that I just have them everywhere. Just love that plant. And in her little window. And that's about it. So, there's not much else going on. Just waiting on the rain. And by next month's garden tour, if it starts raining, I should have a lot more updates on things actually growing, not just moseying along. So anyways, thank you for watching this garden tour video. Tomorrow I will tour the front yard, and yeah, so thank you for watching and have a good night.